At the top of the snowy mountain, there is a courier station. Pink Panther and Lu Xiaobai are the intern couriers here. This day, Pink Panther mopped the floor. Lu Xiaobai cleaned the courier box. Just a few strokes, so many bats rushed out. I said, "Is your courier station a cave or a room?" Lu Xiaobai fell on the ground. The captain shook his head with hatred. At this time, the sound of horseshoes was heard outside the door. Two interns were curious to open the door and check. They saw their seniors sitting on the horse. They rushed to the courier box. Pink Panther and Lu Xiaobai didn't break. They closed the door. A golden break was heard. They threw the courier boy into the house. This boy is definitely the best employee. His whole body was frozen. He handed over the courier at the first time. The captain didn't blame him. He put a good stamp on the courier box and gave it to the next person to send the package. The boy who hadn't slowed down slid to the ground. The package fell down at random. It seems that this order can't be sent. Pink Panther and Lu Xiaobai saw this and began to fantasize. Isn't this a good chance to turn things around? So the two began to snatch the package. The battle began. Since both of them want to go to Tice, let's have a game. Make a good route and start. The game! The two immediately began to rush. Lu Xiaobai, who was originally a powerful enemy, was not good at martial arts. He threw out the corner lock. Who knew the horse didn't have a flash? Pink Panther came to a rolling snowball mode, accidentally accelerated the speed. He snatched the package. Lu Xiaobai didn't dare to be weak. He turned on the black technology. He ran to the front of the old man, set up a net. The rolling Pink Panther was successfully intercepted. The package was about to fall into Lu Xiaobai's hands. The result was stolen back by Pink Panther. No. Pink Panther, your horse was frozen. How did you get up? Lu Xiaobai, who failed to snatch, did not give up. He took his decoy to the lake on the way to Tice. He drove a submarine under the water to ambush. The Pink Panther, who didn't catch the car, hit the front mirror directly. I said, "This is not a hot spring. Is it really okay for you to operate like this in the lake?" The white boss ran away when he grabbed the package. The Pink Panther and his sweaty duck horse was still soaking in the lake. At this time, the sound of the river on the shore attracted their attention. It turned out that he was selling boats. He didn't buy a small boat. He came directly to a cruise ship Aunt Lu. Xiaobai saw that the cruise ship was not red at all. He turned on the black technology. He hit the wood and sank the boat directly. Lu Xiaobai, who was very pleased, did not pay attention to the danger ahead. He fell into the waterfall directly. The Pink Panther, who stepped on the wood, followed him closely. You said how lucky you were. He fell on the soft mud. He got up and picked up the package. He saw the wooden house and went straight up to send it. Who knew that this was a fake black technology of the white boss? Lu Xiaobai, who was driving, came directly to the destination. He handed over the package and got a bigger package. I said, "You've fallen a few times. Why didn't you look at the road?" He fell off the cliff again. The Pink Panther picked up the package. Directly in the middle of the hill, in a blink of an eye, the Pink Panther ran to the desert. At first glance, this state is dehydration. Lu Xiaobai used high-tech to pour ice water in front. The two immediately dropped the package. Lu Xiaobai tricked the package away again, but what he didn't know was that his black technology was picked up by the Pink Panther. Lu Xiaobai rushed to the second stop, changed to a bigger package. There's only one last stop left to win. The Pink Panther, who arrived later, used the black technology directly. The suspension bridge up the mountain was gone. I don't know how many times Lu Xiaobai fell off the cliff. The Pink Panther took the opportunity to get out of the plane. Catch Lu Xiaobai and the package. It's about to reach the destination. The black technology is out of power. This person fell directly to the top of the hill. When it landed, the Pink Panther held the package in his hands. Congratulations to the Pink Panther. Lu Xiaobai, who lost, continued to clean up. If you like it, please subscribe. More exciting next time. Xiaofan came to the laundry room on a bicycle. He was going to wash the clothes he had saved for a week. Before he entered the door, he was hit by two bear kids 360 degrees. He carefully walked into the laundry room. After a while, he looked around. For a week, it was not easy to see a few empty washing machines, but he was filled with a big nose. He didn't know how long the clothes he had saved were going to be washed. Suddenly, he found a fishing net on the other side. So he walked over, opened his belt, and started to tidy up his clothes. By the way, will someone really wear pants and socks to wash the washing machine together? The bear kid, who couldn't sit down, started to be naughty again. He was so angry that his big nose was screaming, and Xiaofan warmly greeted them. Even if he was tidied up, he didn't care too much. He continued to run away from the washing machine, then closed the door and left. As soon as he left, his big nose sneaked over. He selfishly opened Xiaofan's washing machine and was going to change his clothes in it. As a result, the clothes didn't listen to him. He was so angry that he was going to take it from the washing machine, and the bear kid was ready. A bouncing chair flew over. He hit his big nose directly into the sky. When he fell down, he happened to fall into Xiaofan's clothes. He was ruthlessly thrown out by the clothes. Coincidentally, he hit the wall of the coin exchanger. All the coins came out. Now, Xiaofan is rich. Because he didn't have money to run away, he started to think about it again. He saw that Xiaofen was rich just now, so he made a small magnet. It just hit 3 coins. In the process, the bear kid saw it. As a result, the money was robbed as soon. As it arrived, angry Big Nose took out a bigger magnet. As a result, he was so angry that he was hit by coins. It's not over yet. The washing machine hit him like 1,000 layers of cake. Big Nose thought it was out of the sky. As a result, he was washed away by his own laundry. When he was going to wash his clothes, he found that the laundry was gone. And Xiaofen next door was also using the laundry. He is very good at washing clothes, as long as a drop can be easily done. At this time, the ice cream truck came. Everyone rushed to buy it. Only Big Nose sneaked over again and smoothed Xiaofen's laundry. Because he didn't know the power of the laundry, he desperately poured it into the washing machine. The tragedy happened. The washing machine exploded directly, blocking Big Nose on the glass wall. Xiaofen and Big Nose finished washing their clothes. When they were going to dry their clothes, they found that there was only one dryer. Big Nose hit Xiaofen directly and rushed over. As a result, he stepped on the laundry where the bear kid fell over. He slipped and fell on the front of the clothing truck. He found that the clothing truck was faster than running. He was so proud that he found that he couldn't stop the car and was about to hit the bear kid. As a result, a speed drift came. The bear kid was interested in it after seeing it. So he found a car and started driving. Xiaofen also found that Big Nose stopped the car and sent it directly to the drying machine. As they were preparing to dry their clothes, Big Nose's car collided with the car in a hurry. He was about to scold the bear kid's aunt. The 4 of them flew directly to the drying machine. Big Nose acted quickly and threw the clothes into the drying machine. When Big Nose was happy to guard and block, he was caught by his aunt. A clever Xiaofen, who was very smart, used the noise of the noise to dry the clothes one by one. Xiaofen finished washing his clothes and was ready to ride home. Big Nose also moved all his clothes. When he was about to go home, he found a car, and there was a pile of mud next to it. Big Nose wanted to rescue it, but he saved his aunt. Even the last clean place was ruined by the 2 bear kids. The flour was empty, but in the end, it was still empty. At 5 a.m. in the morning, Xiaofen came to the washroom with a tired body. He stayed up all night again last night. As a result, when he was washing up, he ran to see the master. Fortunately, Li Ji occupied the high ground. Xiaofen finished washing up in the mirror and gave him a big mouth. He reminded Xiaofen that he was going to be late for work. The helpless Xiaofen was going to go to work early after washing up. Did anyone really take a bath in the early morning? Xiaofen took off his pajamas and came to the cabinet. He looked around and finally chose the little yellow duck to train. It seems that the single Xiaofen is still a little lonely. He quickly adjusted the water temperature and began to take a shower. At this time, the Big Nose next door was just about to take a shower. Ah, that's the requirement. The Big Nose also adjusted the water temperature and was about to start performing. As a result, the hot water in Xiaofen's next door was lost. I have to say that this design is still quite explosive. Xiaofen was confused and readjusted the water temperature. Good guy. The Big Nose next door was directly frozen. The Big Nose decided to adjust the water temperature again. This made Xiaofen doubt his life. So the smart Xiaofen was going to find a tool to fight. You dare to believe that you can find an elephant that can blow hair? What the hell is it? After endless efforts, finally found the tool. It's still an assembly version. It's just a pair of strings. The sad Big Nose took off in place. All kinds of beautiful movements came at once and finally flew out. In order to find out the truth, the Big Nose ran back with the little box, regardless of anything. It turned out to be a good thing done by Xiaofen next door. The angry Big Nose rushed over to reason. As a result, he hit the wall and found a good thing. So he came up with the idea. This expression is exactly the same as the 9th one in your emoji package. But Xiaofen next door was ready. He laughed and ate ice sand with the little ducks. The Big Nose found something wrong and changed plan B. This time it was finally fulfilled. Even the geese came to join the fun. If you encounter difficulties, try to solve them. Xiaofen set up a warm stove to boil water. As a result, he found that he was almost on fire. Be quiet and blow hard. Good guy, too hard. He burned it directly to the Big Nose next door. He really scared the guy. The Big Nose thought the house was on fire. He opened all the faucets so that Xiaofen's house broke. Xiaofen opened his brain. He used a vacuum to suck water. The water didn't suck it. He sucked the Big Nose. Xiaofen was stunned for a while. He found a feather and sent the Big Nose away. The Big Nose lying on the ground was so noisy, he took a bath and it was so hard. Xiaofen saw that his territory was broken, so he opened the mouth and blocked it. The Big Nose, who didn't know why, wanted to use water to flush the little powder away. As a result, the Big Nose flew again. Young people really like to win. The Big Nose, who didn't admit defeat, made a big move. He wanted to use the water of the dam to flush the little powder away. The experts in this plan array, all professional. The Big Nose ran home quickly. He wanted to see Xiaofen flushed away. Suddenly, he found that the water pressure button was pointing to his house. He wanted to save it again. As a result, it broke. He could only run to the door and blocked his eyes. He thought about life in the sky for the next second. And Xiaofen? He saw that the water temperature next door was good. He jumped into the bathtub. Oh my god, he could finally take a good bath.